How's it going? It's Brian Socia, live here at WrestleMania weekend. As you can see, he's sitting next to me. Last year, we talked to Paul Heyman. There was a little complaint, and he was a good enough guy to give me $100 to make up for some money that he owed me from when he used to be a promoter in ECW. Now, I don't even know if they paid you to sit down with me today because you kind of stormed off last year. Are we all good? What's going on with that, Paul? Oh, what's he doing? Is he tweeting? What are you doing? I'll wait. I'll wait. Yes, sir.
What?
Oh, you're ready now.
What? That's your first question?
No, you're sitting down with me, and I could tell last year you gave me the money, but you stormed off. And all year I've been trying to tweet you, I've been trying to Facebook you. Like I don't want to have problems with you, but I'm just so happy you gave me that money. I really appreciate it. People online were tweeting me about what a nice guy you were, and I know that's not your style, so
You're a stalker.
I'm a stalker. All right, well then let's just get to this interview. Let's be professional. We'll try to be professional. I hope you don't storm off again this year. I mean, I'm going to get to my first question. Brock Lesnar, Undertaker, WrestleMania this year, undefeated streak. You think your man Brock Lesnar is going to win? Some of the fans think differently. Convince the audience that Brock is the man.
First of all, I don't convince people, I persuade them. Secondly, I don't need to persuade anybody that Brock Lesnar is going to defeat The Undertaker. Brock Lesnar will persuade you that he will defeat The Undertaker when he defeats The Undertaker at WrestleMania 30. Brock Lesnar is the single most accomplished athlete in the history of WWE or UFC. He's the only three-sport champion in history. He was dominant in college athletics as the NCAA Division I heavyweight champion. He was dominant in sports entertainment as the youngest undisputed WWE World Heavyweight Champion of all time. He was dominant in mixed martial arts when he defeated Randy Couture in only his fourth fight ever. Randy Couture, the greatest heavyweight champion of all time, legendary Hall of Famer in UFC. This is a three-sport champion, the single most accomplished athlete in sports or entertainment or sports entertainment. And he's going after the most vaunted undefeated streak in history, 21-0, 21 consecutive victories and 21 appearances on the grandest stage of them all. I don't have to convince or persuade or advocate that Brock Lesnar is going to defeat The Undertaker. This is fait accompli. Brock Lesnar will defeat The Undertaker and put closure to the streak.
And you say that on Raw, you say it anytime you're on WWE TV, and I think some people may believe, some don't. But see, the thing is, even though he may not like or he may want to break the streak, I mean, Undertaker's streak is obviously legendary. Do you at least feel that it's legendary? And even if you guys break it, as good as it'll feel, I mean, is there a little remorse knowing that you're taking that away from the fans, or do you enjoy that, being the kind of guy you are?
I don't think. See, I don't think you're taking anything away from the fans at all. Brock Lesnar's victory over The Undertaker does not minimize the magnitude of 21-0. And I've said this before, they named the Battle Royal after Andre the Giant. Mm-hmm. He couldn't get through 3 WrestleManias with consecutive victories. John Cena, the biggest star in modern-day WWE, can't be 21-0. Hulk Hogan could not amass 21-0. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, biggest movie star in the world, 2 victories in a row, could never make it to 3. I mean, come on, this is 21-0. The enormity of that accomplishment cannot be tarnished by the fact that ultimately, at the end of the day, this gunslinger stepped into the corral with a younger, stronger, more effective gunslinger who finally shot him down.
You may be put out the pasture. I mean, it could happen. I just, as a fan, I don't want to see it. I mean, I enjoy Brock, what he does. I enjoy what you do, but Taker is just that legend. But I guess he has to go down like all legends do at some point.
What's the greatest hitting streak of all time in baseball?
Oh, you're talking to me? I should know. I don't really watch, honestly, any sports but
You know what? I don't
wrestling.
blame you because baseball is fake. So I don't watch it either.
So I couldn't tell you. You don't know either. Okay, well.
I do know.
What is it?
I'm not here to educate you. I'm not here to shine the light of my brilliance on the darkness of your ignorance. If you don't know sports, then I'm not going to educate you on sports.
Can you imagine growing up in Philadelphia?
See, just on that. No, I cannot.
Right there. I was going to say not being an Eagles fan. I couldn't name 5 Eagles for $1 million. Couldn't do it.
I can. I can name a couple of them. Don Henley, Glenn Fry, Joe Walsh, Timothy B. Schmidt. Right?
There you go. Yeah, man. You could earn the $1 million. One more, man.
Don Felder.
Don Felder.
That's 5.
Look at you go. So you're a music guy? I mean, do you know music or you just know the Eagles?
I know everything.
Yeah, Paul Heyman does know a lot. Paul, I want to ask you something else. You know about major events. You've been to WrestleMania before. You were here last year managing, and you were here, I believe it was WrestleMania 17. You did the commentary.
Yes.
So the question comes from me, as a performer, what do you enjoy more? Commentary, you're visible, well, you're heard the whole time, visible sometimes. Whereas a manager, you're out there for 15, 20 minutes of devastation. So what appeals more to you?
Both.
Okay.
It's a very unique circumstance when you get to commentate on an entire show. My responsibility is to not only present this for historical reference, but also to make you understand who are these two guys, why are they fighting, and why have I paid to see them. In terms of advocating for someone ringside, and especially when it comes to someone like Brock Lesnar, who is the most unique athlete in the history of WWE and my best friend, I get to work alongside my best friend in a match that will be preserved for history. And when they call this the Showcase of the Immortals, Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker certainly fits that bill. So it's a different thrill ride on each of those jobs. The same way it's a different thrill ride whether you're in front of the camera or behind the scenes. They each present their own benefits. They each present something for you to be passionate about. To pit the two against each other, I really can't give you an articulate or educated answer. I can't convey to you which one means more to me because they both mean so much.
So they're essentially the same but different, is what you're kind of saying?
No, it's not. I didn't say that at all.
I don't want to say
what you're saying.
No, what I'm saying is the way I'm looking at what you're saying is they're the same but they're different. Like you're getting satisfaction in different ways out of managing somebody or providing the historical reference of doing the commentary. That's kind of what you're saying to me, or what I'm saying to you.
But we're not here for you to say things to me. We're here for me to say things to you. You asked me a question. I gave you a most articulate and profound answer, and then you tried to dumb it down. I mean,
well, sometimes you have to do that so people will understand.
But that's your audience. You're interviewing me. If my audience watches this, they will understand the things that I'm a most articulate man, and my audience comes along for the ride. You don't need to dumb it down for your audience. Hopefully, if you could impress my audience, and I really doubt that he can, then my audience will stay for your future broadcasts, and then you'll have a higher education level of people who watch your show. Right?
Yeah, right. Paul, it is.
What does right
it's
mean?
No, it's just like
it
is a Philly thing, but it's like every year.
It's such a hostile. Back in '94, I called out Philly. I said "Hostile City Showdown" because it was the most hostile city in America. It was a huge headline. Look how hostile he is. I've treated him like a gentleman. I've addressed him. I have almost even called him sir, which that'd be pushing it a little bit. And here he goes. You're right. Well, what's you're right?
Well, sometimes you're a great guy, you're very articulate, but sometimes you do come off, I think, to the audience and to myself as a little smug. Last year...
I'm not running for office. I'm not trying to be a politician here. There's no need for diplomacy. I have a job to do, and I've been assigned to do media on behalf of my client, Brock Lesnar, and I am advocate. Yeah, see, look at it. You're so Philly.
It's ridiculous.
You're so Philly.
And you have your phone. You're going on your phone. That's awful rude while you're doing an interview.
I'm here to be pleasant with you. It's rude. Of course it's rude. I'm busy. I have things to do. I'm 48 hours outside the biggest event of Brock Lesnar's career. When we tape this, who knows when it's actually going to air? He's probably going to sit there and say, "Hey, later on today, your client will face the Undertaker." I don't know when he's going to put this up on the net. Because this guy doesn't deal in reality. No. It's all about marketing for him.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing, Paul. It's all about marketing for you. You're always pushing Brock Lesnar. You're saying how great he is, and he might be able to back that up. But I got to tell you, at the beginning of this interview, I was saying that I kind of want to see Brock, I want to see Taker, but I want to see Undertaker destroy Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania this year. And I wouldn't mind if you catch a tombstone yourself after this whole attitude that you've had today with me. Anything else you got to say, Paul? Because I appreciate this interview, but I'm almost done.
Oh, you're done. Oh, you're done.
Yeah.
See, that's a witty.
You don't like that, do you? When I say yeah.
personally, it doesn't affect me because I don't have any emotional attachment to you. I just think it makes you look like a schmuck to your audience. You know, I mean, just you go, yeah. What kind of comeback is that? You know, what kind of interaction, what kind of engagement is that with the subject of that you're interviewing?
Well, last piece
Be
of
more provocative, man.
Let me ask you a provocative
Be more
question.
Insightful.
Oh, here's
Dig
this.
deep into something.
You want?
Ask me something that makes me sit there and say, "Wow, that's a brilliant."
Give me a chance.
What? Can I just teach you one thing? Watch. I ask a question, and then when you speak, the mic goes here.
Yeah, mic.
So, watch. You talk. What?
Hello. Bye. Yeah.
Now Heyman speaks. Watch what happens. It goes to Heyman. Oh, see how it works?
Yeah, I see how. Yes, sir. I see
Philly.
how it works. Philly is rough. Well, give me one last chance before I let you go to ask an insightful question. Insightful. Yeah, him right there. You should thank him. Give him $100. Last question. Here's my last chance for an insightful question for you, and I think this is. I really truly believe this. Hopefully, we can be on the same page. When you created ECW in Philadelphia, wrestling was in need of a change, and you helped facilitate that change. Now wrestling is also, it seems to me, starting to do kind of a change as far as with the internet, with Twitter, with social media, and it's developing. I mean, do you see this as well as I do?
Yes.
Yeah. So
I wouldn't be rude to you like that. I treated. I'm talking now.
Because hold on. I'm sorry. I have to cut you off. I apologize
Hold on,
for that.
please, or hold on.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But
hold on.
No.
I'm done. Back to you. No,
back to me.
you.
Okay, good. So last year when you walked off on me, when you walked off on me.
Why would you put me on this guy? After last year, you still put me on the show?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just wanted to try and make amends. I'm sorry it went a little weird, a little bad. I do respect you, Paul. I'm looking forward to WrestleMania to see what you're going to do.
That's been my goal, too, to earn Brian Sosha. Yeah, it's Sosha. What a name, too. Brian Sosha. Is that your real name, too?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Yes, sir. Well, Lisa, it's about time.
I'm trying.
I'm here to earn his respect. Go ahead.
Well, I appreciate everything that you've done.
What's the question?
Oh, we were on a question. You took it off by ripping on me.
So now you want to ask it?
Okay, we can ask it. So my question is, with what you did to change the industry, and it's currently in a changing place right now, I would say. What do you see, like the major changes? What do you see coming down the pike? I mean, your people have called you a visionary. What do you see happening in the near future as far as in-ring performance, promotion?
It's all about the stock price.
Okay, that's a good answer.
You know, with the stock hovering around 30, that's the master to serve, don't you think?
I think that makes perfect sense, and obviously, like him, don't like him. Paul Heyman.
A year ago,
sorry,
we were talking. Stock was around $8 or $9.
Uh-huh.
Now stock's hovering around 30.
Yeah,
it's a multi-billion-dollar company now. Isn't that the master to serve?
It makes perfect sense. Like I think that at the end of the day, it's all about the dollars, right?
You're right.
Yeah. I'm just thinking. That's
sure you're okay?
I'm great.
Take a deep breath.
Are we okay? Are we okay now?
Oh, I'm okay. I've always been okay. I'm fine.
But are we okay? Shake my hand. Paul Heyman, ladies and gentlemen, WrestleMania. Make sure you order WWE Network. I appreciate it, Paul. I do.